All right, I'm going to winterize my trailer. It's November. I think it's time. And so last time I did a video on this, I de-winterized it because the first time I had my local RV repair shop actually winterize it. So I'm going for it on my own, first time. Let's see what happens. So the first thing I needed to do was turn the valves where the water would go into the water heater because I didn't want antifreeze getting into the water heater. So they were, perpendicular. Now they're going, they're blocking off the water from going into the water heater. See, they're turned down like that. See that? You can see on the other side. All right, great. So they were facing the long way, so water would get into the water heater. So we don't want that to happen. So out here, I had lifted this spout right there, make sure it was straight, and then I took out that screw right there, and all the water that was in the water heater actually poured out. I put the cap back in for the winter. Some people leave it like sitting right there or right there. You don't want it to get lost because they're kind of hard to replace, but and maybe they're not, but I was told that. So anyway, you want to drain the water, make sure all the water comes out, and then you don't have any water in the water heater that could freeze during the winter. Okay, you don't want to just get any old antifreeze. You want to get antifreeze for RVs, pools, boats, seasonal homes, stuff like this. I got this from Walmart. It was very cheap, actually cheaper than Amazon. I think 2 bottles of this same stuff on Amazon was costing almost $10 to $14 a bottle, and that was probably because you're paying for shipping. So just order it at your local Walmart and pick it up, and it was like $4 to $5 a bottle. So I actually forgot something. Before you go through all of this trouble of trying to do this yourself, you want to make sure that your water pump works. So, and make sure your RV is plugged in. I've heard many stories where people didn't have their RV plugged in and they went to turn on the water pump. They thought something was wrong and they took it all the way over to our RV repair center and go, my water pump doesn't work. And the guy goes, did you plug it in? They go, oh, no, I didn't. So you want to hit this switch and you should hear this. Hear that? Okay, so the pump works, the light's on, so you know your water pump works. Okay, so before I turn that lever right there, I'm going to actually turn on the water pump and see if it siphons the antifreeze and comes out of the water spigots, because I always get mixed up on which way to turn these levers. It's weird. Turn this one left, turn this one right, turn this one right, turn this one left. So I get mixed up. So I'm going to see if it works before I actually turn the lever. I'll let you know how it works out. So I turned on the water pump. It did start siphoning. Where it's going, I don't know yet until I actually turn on the spigot. So it stopped. Did you notice that? I think because I need to turn the lever. So let's make that happen. Pink. Here's the bathroom sink. Pink. 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 Shower. Shower. Pink. Outdoor shower. Now, there was not a lot of antifreeze left in that bottle, so there's a good chance that I'm not going to get much water, but let's see what happens. It's pink, but it's pink, but the bottle's out. So I bought 3 bottles of this stuff just in case. I want to make sure that we're fully protected. So even though pink came out of each faucet, I'm going to make sure that it's thoroughly in there and just use a whole new bottle and go to every spigot and do it all over again. All right, it's in there, but I want it to be securely in there so we don't have freezing lines. That's more important. I'd rather spend an extra $4 for a bottle versus having to replace some of these PEX and things like that. All right, let's see what happens. All right, cold water. Pink. Come on. There you go. Just there we go. Pink, nice and full. All right, hot side is good to go. Cold side, pink, hot side. Good to go. Tub, pink. Other side, pink. Shower, let me pull that up. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Pink all day. We're good to go. So, that's it really. We're winterized. Close everything up, and we'll talk about what I'm going to do to try to avoid rodents and mice in my camper. All right, I'll see you on another video.